Department of Homeland Security Secretary Kristi Noem has been freaking out for several days, having a complete and total meltdown over the fact that it has now been confirmed, according to official documents, that her FEMA agency, which of course falls under the umbrella of the Department of Homeland Security, did in fact ignore thousands of phone calls from Texas residents and officials in the immediate aftermath of the floods. Floods that have, as of this recording, killed at least 129 people, 160 people remain missing, and for days and days and days, FEMA wasn't answering the phone. That, of course, as I said, has been documented. The New York Times has the documents. They have published the documents. This is verified. But don't tell that to Kristi Noem, because she's still going out there on Fox News and defending herself, saying all of that reporting, all of those documents, it's all fake, because people are trying to politicize the tragedy just to make her look bad. Now, before I get in, well, you know what? I'll start by reading what she said. She said, quote, "False reporting, fake news. It's discouraging that during this time when we have such a loss of life and so many people's lives have turned upside down, that people are playing politics with this, because the response time was immediate. And if you talk to anyone in Texas that was there, that was a part of this operation, they would say the federal government and President Trump immediately responded." Now, first and foremost, nothing she said was true. The officials on the ground, including the first responders in Texas, came out within days and said, we can't get answers from FEMA. There is no federal government response. They're not here. We're desperately calling them, and they're not picking up the phone. That's actually where all of this started. That's why the New York Times had to do the investigation and get the documents to back up what the first responders and city officials said. So Noem is absolutely lying her little ice Barbie face off. And second of all, she's like, people are politicizing this. It's fake news. For what end? Like, to what end? To what benefit does anybody have to say that you didn't do a good job? To make you look bad? Well, you've already done a phenomenal job of that yourself. We didn't have to create a fake scenario to finally make Kristi Noem look incompetent. She has proven that from the moment she came into office. She has made a fool of herself doing her little costume changes, traveling around the country, pretending to be an ICE agent, pretending to be a cowboy, pretending to be immigration enforcement down at the border, pretending to be a boater, pretending to be all kinds of things, doing interviews on horseback. Everybody has been making fun of you, and everybody has been talking about how incompetent you are. We didn't have to create a fake situation to try to prove that point. You've been doing it for us since the day you stepped into that office. And that is what MAGA and Republicans and anybody else who loves to go out and say fake news needs to understand. There is no tangible benefit to creating fake news. Now, unless, of course, you're a right-wing influencer and you want to get tons of views that'll give you more money, yeah, you create fake things. You launch conspiracy theories. It's hugely profitable for them. But for the New York Times, that doesn't drive anything. For CNN, it doesn't. MSNBC, none of it drives anything. They don't get more money from it. And it doesn't change the minds of the voters. So anytime you hear a member of this administration or a Republican in general yelling fake news, it's a pretty good way to determine if something is accurate. Because if they say it's fake news, almost 100% of the time, it's going to be spot on accurate, just like this situation here, because there are documents, there is evidence that proves beyond a shadow of a doubt that Kristi Noem is not only lying, but she is completely unqualified to hold the position as the Secretary of the Department of Homeland Security. Thanks for watching, everybody. And if you're not already, please subscribe to the channel. We got fresh content every day for you. And if you want to follow us across social media, make sure you check out all of the social links that we have posted in the description of this video.